Acellus before I go swimming. Okay. Now what we will learn now. Okay, the song. Okay, let's learn describing setting.
Now let's talk together about the setting. The setting is where and when a story takes place. Now, when I think about how to describe the setting or to tell more about that place, I want to think about things that I see. Now, we're not really there when we're talking about a story, so think about some things that you imagine that you would see if you were there with those characters. Also think about ways that you might hear something if you were there with those characters too. So we're describing what we see, what we hear, and also sometimes the weather. It really makes a difference in a story to know if it's sunny out or if it's raining or if it's snowing and really cold. Think about what we see, hear, and the weather when you're describing the setting of a story. I'm going to read about a setting, and you look at the picture. Amy went to play by the stream. She jumped on the rocks and counted 6 frogs. Now we'll describe the setting. Well, I know that Amy's by a stream. I can see the water, I can see some rocks, I can see those frogs that are sitting on top of the rocks. I know that the water probably makes a noise too. So if I was sitting there with Amy, I'd be able to hear the noise of the water going through the stream. I'd probably hear those frogs too, making a little ribbit noise as they're sitting there on the rocks. So I would see the stream and the water and the rocks. I would hear the water and hear the frogs. And now let's think about the weather. Well, I see that Amy has on a short dress, so it must be warm outside, not cold or rainy. She doesn't have an umbrella in her hands, so I know that it must be nice and warm outside for her to be wearing a dress and to not have any kind of umbrella or any kind of rain boots or snow winter gloves on or anything else like that. When I'm describing the setting, remember to think of those 3 things: what we see, what we hear, and also the weather. Now let's do a practice problem. It was a sunny day. Tobler was walking down the path enjoying the trees. Describe the setting. Well, I can see that Tobler is in a forest. There are lots of trees in a forest. When I'm in a forest, I might hear things like crickets or birds that are around me, and the weather looks like it might be sunny out. Even though I can't see the sun, I know that the sky looks blue. So I would say that Tobler is probably in a forest. This is how we can use those 3 things: our sight, our hearing, and thinking about the weather in order to describe a setting.
Describing setting. I will read the lesson manuals now. But first, I need to get this. See? Smaller. Bigger. Okay. Okay. Let's do this. Lesson manual. Describing setting. I can describe a setting. I can tell what I see and I can tell the weather. There is water. It has warm weather. There is green grass. Okay, so that's it. Okay.
Now let's talk
Now
together
let's talk
about
together
the
about
setting. The
setting.
setting is
The setting
where
is
and
where
when
and when
a
a
story
story
takes
takes place.
Now, when I think about how
Now, when I
to
think how to
describe the setting or to tell more
or
about
tell more about that place,
I would think
I
about
would think about things that I see.
Now, we're not really
We're
there
not
when we're
really
talking
there
about a
when
story.
talking
So
about
think
the
about
story.
some things that
So
you
the-
imagine that
imagine
you see if
that
you
you
were
see
doing this
and you in
character.
the book.
Also think about ways
Also think what
that you might
that
hear
you might
something
hear
if you were there
something.
with this character too.
Feel that with
So
it.
describing what we see,
Describe what we
what
see,
we hear,
what we
and
hear,
also sometimes
and
the
sometimes
weather.
the
It
weather.
really makes a difference in the
It's
story to
sitting.
know
Sorry,
if it's
sorry,
sunny,
sorry.
rainy,
Already
cold,
cold, very cold. Think about what we see here and the weather. Describing the setting. I'm going to setting. And Amy went to rock side by the street. Now describe the setting. What I know that we mean. We see the fire, some rocks. We see the frogs on the tree. I know that the water warm too. I can see the rain. And I hear the noise of the water.
I probably hear those
There might be
frogs
holes
too,
as well,
maybe
too.
the waves as they're sitting there on the rocks. So I would see the
So we
stream,
see
and
the stream, the
water,
water, the
I
rocks.
would hear the
We
water,
hear the
and
water
frogs.
and the frogs.
And now let's think about
And now let's
the
think
weather.
about the
Well,
weather.
I see that
I see
Amy
that
has
Amy
on
has on a
dress.
short
So it must
dress.
be warm
It's
outside,
very
not
warm
cold
outside.
or rainy.
Not cold or
She also
rainy.
have an umbrella in her hand. So I know that it must be
So that must be
nice and warm
nice
outside.
and warm
It's
outside.
for her to be wearing
For her to be
a
wearing
dress and
a
to not
dress
have any kind of
and
umbrella,
any kind
any
of
kind of
umbrella,
rain
the
boots, or
boots on,
snow, winter
no
gloves on,
winter
or
gloves
anything
on,
else like
anything
that.
else like that.
When I'm describing the setting, I'm
And
going
we're
to think of
starting
those three
setting.
things. What
Why
we
does
see,
teacher showing so
what
much?
we hear,
What we
and
see
also the
here
weather.
and also the weather.
Now let's do a
Now
practice.
let's do a practice problem.
It was a sunny
It was a
day.
sunny day.
Silver was
Dumbo
walking
was
down the path
walking out
enjoying
in the
the
path.
trees.
Trying to
Describe the setting.
describe the setting.
Well, I
Well,
can
I can
see
see
that
that
Pablo
Pablo was in
forest. There are
forest.
lots of trees.
Lots of
in
trees
forest.
in the
When I'm
forest.
in a forest, I
And
might
I
hear
might hear
things
the
like crickets
crickets
or
or
birds
birds
all
all
around
around
you.
you.
And the weather looks like it might be sunny out.
It might be
Even though I
sunny.
can't see the sun,
See the
I
sun.
know that the sky
It
looks blue.
looks blue.
So I would say that Pablo
It
is
looks
probably
it's in the
a
forest.
This is how we can use those three things. Our
This is how we can use
sight,
the three things.
our
Our sight,
hearing, and
our
thinking
hearing,
about the weather in order
and
to
the weather.
describe a setting.
the setting. Okay. I'll do the problem.
What tells about the setting?
Okay. The settings. We have some. It has some cars everywhere. Some houses. This is not a shoe part. Okay, it has cars.
What tells about the setting?
Okay, here. Okay, it's a forest. It's exactly
What
the same.
tells about the setting?
Where's the flower? I can't see any flowers. Not A, it's B.
What tells about the setting?
Wow, dog, please dog. No, not dog. They have fish.
What tells about the setting?
Okay. It has some crazier pastries. Star. Down for years. Upside down again. Here's the sound of the beginning. Down for years. Okay, let's learn some more. Reading simple words. Okay, I'll read the lesson manual now. Help me. Okay, reading simple words. The sound for A is the scared sound. Ah! Sound after letters. Put the sounds together to hear the words. But at,
Now that we know the sounds for some letters, we're ready to start reading real words. Yes, real words. Let's try it. What is this word? It's got the letter P. First, we think about that letter. What does it sound like? And then it's got the letter A. What does that sound like? At. And then it's got the letter T. What does that sound like? And then we put all the sounds together. At. Did that sound like a word? Not to me either. Let's try it again. At. Okay, if we're going to turn these sounds into a word, we have to read them faster. Are you ready? Get ready to read it faster. At. Pat. Pat. Oh, like the name, Pat. Or like you might pat something on the head. It's like your dog, right? All right, well, you got it. Let's try another word. You ready? I see the letter T. What's the sound for T? And I see A, sound for A, and the sound for B. B. Okay, let's put all the sounds together. Ready to go fast? B, faster. B, tab. Tab. Did you hear that? All right, tab. Tab is like the little thing that sticks out on a folder. They have a little tab, something that you might be able to pull. Hey, do you want to play a game? I bet you do. Well, I'm going to show you 3 words, and I want you to see if you can choose the word I'm saying. Yes, I'm going to say the word, and I want you to take all those sounds, and I want you to think about what they are, kind of break them into different sounds so you can figure out which word I'm actually saying. Are you ready? Okay. Oh, wait a minute. Do you think Leo would like to play with us? I bet he will. Let's see. Leo, would you like to play with us? Oh, Leo, where are you? Hello, guys. Oh, hi, Leo. Did you want to play our game? I sure do. What are you playing? We're playing a game where I say the word, and then you think about all the sounds in the word and choose the word I'm talking about. Oh, I love that game. So fun. Let's try it. You ready? So here's my word. Dad. Dad. Oh, I know what that word means. Yes, I do too. Dad. And which of these words says dad? What do you think? How can you decide? I just have to read each word. You're right. You have to read each word. Let's read the first word. It has a P, an A, and a T. And put them all together. Remember, say them fast. At, pat. Is that dad? No. What about the next one? I see a D, and an A, and a D, add, dad. Oh, that's the word. You're right, it is. It's dad. What about the last one? What does it say? I see a T, A, E. Tap. Oh, tap. Like you might tap your toe. You're right. Very good. You found dad really fast. Let's try this game again and see if he can find it as fast this time. Are you ready? Okay, here's my word. Fat. Right. Can you find that word? Sure, I can. Okay, what's the first word say? I see an A, and a D, and another D. Add. Oh, that's like math. Where you put numbers together, you add. Very good. That's not that. You're right, it's not that. Let's keep reading. Okay, what about the next one? I see a P, and an A, and a D. Right, and what does it sound like? Add. Pad. You're right, it's pad. Is pad bat? No, pad. Okay, let's try the last word. I see a B, and an A, and a T. At. Right, that's it. Very good. Okay, well now it's your turn to play the game. Remember, think about each sound, and then when you're ready to read it as a word, Say the sounds faster until they turn into a word. Have some fun. See you later, guys.
Now let's do some practice. Oh yeah, no, not do that. Just
Now
now
that
you know the
with some letters,
some
we're
letters.
ready to
Now
start
you're ready to start reading real words.
Real
Yeah,
words.
real
Let's
words.
try it.
Let's try it.
What is this?
What is the word?
Got the letter P.
Is that the letter P?
First, we think about that
First,
letter.
think
What
about
does it sound
what
like?
it sound like.
And then
And
it's
then
got the letter
we
A.
have the
What
letter
does that
A.
sound like?
That sound.
And
Ah.
it's got the letter T.
With the
What
letter
does
T.
that sound like?
What does that sound like?
And we put all the sounds
The
together.
sound together.
At.
At.
Does it sound like a word?
Does it sound like
Not
what?
to me either. Let's try it again.
At.
Okay. If we're going to
If you're
turn
going to
these
turn
sounds
these
into a
sounds
word, you
To
have
a
to do
word.
that.
You have to read it
Are
fast.
you ready?
Are you ready?
Get ready to read it faster.
There is
At.
Pat.
At.
Pat.
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 Pat. Oh, like the
Oh my
name.
goodness.
Pat. Or like you might
I like
pat
to
something
pat
on the
something.
head, like your dog,
Ow.
right? Okay, you got it.
You want me
Let's
to
try
go?
another word.
Let's
You
try
ready?
another one. Ready?
I see the
I
letter
see the
T.
letter
What's
T.
the sound for T?
That is T.
And I see A.
And I see A.
Right? Ah. And the sound for B.
This is for B.
B.
But.
Okay, let's put all the sounds together.
Ready
Ready to go fast?
Ready to go fast?
Ah.
Ah.
B.
But.
Faster.
Faster.
Ah. B.
Ah. But.
Ab.
Tab.
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 Tab. Did you hear that?
Do you hear
All
that?
right. Tab.
All right. Tab.
Tab is like the little thing
Tab
that
is like
sticks
the
out
little
on
thing
a
that stick out on a
folder.
folder.
Have a little tab.
And a
Something that you
tab
might
and
be able
something
to
that
hold.
might hold.
Do you want to
Do you
play
want to
a
play again?
I bet you
I
do.
bet you do.
Well, I'm going to show you
I'm
three
going to
words.
do 3 words.
And I want you to
And
see
I
if
want
you
you
can
to
choose the word
the
I'm
word
saying.
I'm saying.
I'm going to say the
I'm
word.
going to say
And
the
I want
word.
you to take
And
all
you
those
took
sounds.
all those
and
sounds.
you think
And you
about
to think
what
about
they are. Kind of
what
break
they
them
are
into different
and write
sounds so
into
you can
different
see which
sounds.
word.
Which word I'm saying.
Are you ready?
Are you ready?
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, wait a minute.
Oh,
You
wait
think
a minute.
Leo would like to play
Leo
with
would
us?
like to play.
I bet he will.
I bet
Let's
he
see.
will. Let's see.
Leo, would you like to play with
Leo,
us?
would you play with us?
Oh,
Oh,
Leo,
Leo.
where are you?
Leo,
Hello,
where are
guys.
you?
Oh, hi,
Hello,
Leo.
guys.
Did you want to play our game?
You
I
want to play
sure
our
did.
game?
What are you
I
playing?
sure do.
We're playing a game.
We're
where
playing a game.
I
I say the word.
And then you
think
think
about
about
the
all the
sound
sounds in the word.
and the word.
And choose the word I'm
And choose
talking
the word
about.
I'm talking about.
Oh,
I love that game. So fun.
Let's try it.
Let's
You
try it.
ready?
Okay.
So here's my word.
Here's my word.
Dad.
Dad.
Oh, I know what that
I know
word
what
means.
that word
Yes,
means.
I do too.
Yes, I do too.
Dad. And
Dad.
which of these
Which of
words
these
says
words
dad?
Say that.
What do you think?
What do you think?
Hmm. How can you decide?
How can you
I just
decide?
have to read
I
each
just have to
word.
read each
Right, I
word.
have to read each
All right,
word.
let's read
Let's
each
read the
word.
first one.
Let's read the first
It
word.
has a P.
There's the P,
An A,
an A,
and
A,
a T.
and a T.
And put them all together.
Put them all
Remember?
together.
Sing fast.
Then fast.
Pat.
Pat.
Is that dad? No. What about the next one? I see a D.
You see a D, D,
An A,
an A,
and a D.
and a D.
D.
Add,
Add.
add,
Add.
add.
Dad. Oh,
Dad.
that's the word.
That's the word.
You're right. It is. It's dad.
It's
What about
that.
the last one?
What about the last one? What
You
do
see
you
a T,
say? Say T,
A,
A,
and E.
P.
Ah,
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 ah.
tap.
Oh, tap.
Oh, tap.
Like you might tap
Oh,
your
you tap your
toe.
toes.
Right. Very good. You
Very
found
good.
dad
You found-
really
That's
fast.
really fast.
Let's try this thing
Let's
again.
try it
See if
again.
we can find
See if
it
we can
fast.
jump fast.
Are you ready?
Are you ready?
Okay, here's my word.
Okay, where's my
Bat.
word? Bat.
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 Right. Can you
Right,
find that
can you
word?
find that
Sure,
word?
I can.
Sure,
Okay,
I
what's the
can.
first word?
Let's see this word. Say.
I see an A,
I see an A,
and a D, D,
and a D,
and
D,
another D.
and another D. D.
Add,
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 add, D,
add,
add.
add. Oh, that's like math.
Oh, that's like
When you
math.
put numbers
When you
together.
put numbers
you
together.
Very
Add.
good.
Very
That's
good.
not that.
That's
Right,
not
it's
that.
not that.
That's
Let's
right.
keep
It's not
reading.
math. Let's keep
Okay.
reading.
What about the next one?
It's
I see a
not.
P,
I'll put
an
a cross.
A,
A,
and a D.
and a D.
D. Right. And what does it sound
That's
like?
why it sound like
Add,
add,
add, Pad. Pad.
Pad.
Right, it's pad.
Right, it's not.
Pad.
It's
That.
pad.
No. Pad. Okay, let's try the
It's
next
not.
word. I see a
I
P.
see a B, B,
A.
A,
and T.
and T.
The
But
at.
at.
The at.
But at.
Cat.
Right.
Right, that's
Alright, that's it. That's it.
good.
It's good. Okay.
Your turn to play the game.
And it's your
Remember,
turn.
Think
My
about
turn
each
to play the
sound, and then when you're ready to
Then
read
you're
it
ready
as
to
a
read
word,
words.
say the sounds
Say
faster
faster
until
until
they turn into a
Into
word.
a word.
Have some fun. See you
That's
later,
right.
guys.
See you later. See you later. I'll see you later. P. They'll have mine on. Okay, really simple ones.
Which word says pad?
B.
Which word says that?
Bat. C.
Which word says bad?
Bad. Okay, A.
Which word says dad?
Dad. C.
Which word says cat?
Okay, C. Bye bye, everybody. See you again. See you again.